You're such an asshole.
Hello, childrenasshole.consulting.com. This is a this is a kind of not a recurring theme, but I've gotten 3 of these before where men have been working as a nurse, and I always thought nursing was a great field. The nurses were great, and it's hard to get because I've known nurses, both male and female. Worked with some, work in security in hospitals. I was like, well, they do say that. That's impressive, very impressive. But then other nurses and people in the medical profession have said, whoa. Okay, there's levels of nurse. There's like CNA, which is, I guess you take a 3-week course and there you're there. And then there's nurse, bachelor's degree in nursing. Then there's specialized nurses, and then there's nurse practitioner. And then there's maybe a super Saiyan nurse above that. I don't know, practically a doctor. The CNAs, I guess, the people you see doing the TikTok videos when people are presumably dying around them, I guess that's the CNA world. Or maybe it's been quite some time since I've worked in a hospital. Maybe the generations have just decayed more, that nursing in general is becoming more and more toxic, or at least not conducive to men's psychology. And so we got a question like that. And I'm always interested in people in the medical profession. What is it? I got to keep pulses on the fingers. I can't work every industry. You guys got to let me know. Hi, Aaron. I made let me scroll down here. Greetings. I am a male nurse. I've been living other information irrelevant. Don't need to mention it. Graduated Bachelor's of Science in Nursing in a year, because I needed a quick job and have been working as a nurse since. However, this is a toxic environment full of toxic females. All right, but in intellectual honesty, is it the industry or is it just that hospital? Okay, because one queen bee super bitch nurse could probably make it all sorts of manner of hell. All right, because when I was working in the night shift, I don't know, I didn't see much drama. But again, this was quite some time ago. So is it the end? Because I'd hate to see it where you got a degree in nursing. That's hard. That's legit. If you apply to another hospital or a place or location, maybe that's it. And there's nothing wrong with the profession or the industry. All right, more data coming in. Maybe I don't know. People in the comment section below, let me know. But so far, I mean, it's like that's a legit career. It'd be ideal if you could keep it. I want to change careers and go into something business related or whatever you think is appropriate for a high IQ male in his early 40s, but reluctant to start everything from scratch. What are your thoughts? Thanks. We'll keep you anonymous. I said, well, do you have an inclinations towards the trades, working with your hands, as opposed to going to something more cerebral like programming or engineering? Also, how about becoming a nurse practitioner, getting an added certification so you have to deal with the CNAs and their kuantahahi behavior? And everyone's not responding in time. I had to ask, did you want to respond? He said yes. Hi, Aaron. As for manual labor, not very inclined and more of a cerebral type. All right, so now you're in the realm of engineering. What about being a doctor? Could you just jump into that? Programming, that type of stuff. The problem with getting a nurse practitioner degree is that you're overworked with a lot of responsibility and not enough pay to have to deal with asshole doctors. Also, the market is very saturated as there's lots of diploma mills churning out new graduates. So nurse practitioners, I would see myself more in healthcare, but the business side. Let me know if you have any other questions. Please send me a link for the video response. Okay. The previous guy, and you know this intuitively if you went into nursing, you can't major in a worthless degree. So here's a book to start with if you want. But generally, STEM or go home. STEM, trades. A lot of guys are doing truck driving just because it's somewhat peaceful and calming and relaxing. There's what else? You could go work on the oil field. You're not manually inclined, so I won't talk about oil fields or going off on shipping or fishing expeditions. What else? Being a lineman. I'm just trying to answer address other people's interest in this question. But for you individually, have you thought about a CPA? I mean, there's not like 1,000 different professions or careers that pay. We all know what they are. And you just got to go and research and figure out which ones they are. But if you don't want to be the trades, you don't want to be out in minus 20 degrees or 120 degrees, putting up down power lines, your options are going to be go back, to school for engineering, computers of some kind or another, programming, security, computer engineering, pharmacy. Pharmacist, become a pharmacist. That might be something. Your regular spate of engineers. But if you want, the only thing worth getting in business is a CPA. That's the only thing worthwhile is a CPA. And unless you're going to get your CPA, I wouldn't bother going to school for accounting. But you gotta explore those ideas yourself. So as long as it pays, and if I haven't mentioned this site in a while, but a great place to start is just go to Google. Think about, just grab a sheet of paper, write down different jobs or fields you're interested in. Then go on the internet and look, what are the job titles in those particular fields? And then one of the first things, if not the first thing you do, is you go to Google, you search BLS and that job title, boom. And it'll give you everything you need to know about that job, its pay, distribution, mean, median, mode, not mean, median, low, mean, high, by years experience in the field, and you'll pretty much figure out right away, like, oh yeah, that's something I want to do, or oh no, I don't want to do that. But that's what you're going to have to do. That's your next job. So spend the time researching those different fields. But if you're more cerebral, yeah, that puts you right back. You're not going to trade school. You're going to go back to college for something. And what that something is, by the way, better count. All right. Let's see if there's any super chats today. None. I'm banging them out. I'm banging it out. All right. See you guys later. Toodles.